a score which is pretty old and it's been repaired over the years many times. This is it, Siegfried Idol, and you can see it's got some tape and the edges are pretty frayed. Inside things are falling out. It's really a mess. The pages are coming out. I want to repair this so that it looks good. I don't know if it'll ever be used, but maybe somebody will enjoy it, because it is a pretty old score, and I love old scores. Doesn't even have a date on it. Anyway, that's going to be my project. Right now I'm going to try to give a lot of detail on how I go about this.
Now let's look at this score close up. You can see it's been put together with masking tape, and that's got to come off so we can repair this the spine. The edges will need to be reinforced with some archival tape. I use Filmoplast P. You can see there that all those hinges, which are some kind of old cellophane tape, have dried out, and all the pages seem to be coming out of this score, and we'll eventually have to tape them back together, but first we're going to remove the old tape as much as we can so that we have a good surface to work with instead of just piling up tape on top of old tape. You can see this score is really a mess. It's in need of some tender loving care. You can see inside there it's just in terrible shape. We're going to start by taking off of this this masking tape, which seems to be coming off pretty easily, but we'll take care of that in a minute. Now let's look at some of the tools I'm using. A straight edge and an X-Acto knife, Filmoplast P. I'm not using any of those Scotch tapes up there at all. There I am putting a strip of the archival tape. There's the iron, which I use to soften up the old tape, and a scraper, which I use to scrape off the old tape. The iron is really helpful, but you've got to use a piece of cardboard underneath so it won't burn your table. There I am scraping off some of the old tape, and then you'll be using an electric eraser to get rid of the adhesive that's stuck. And here is the Filmoplast archival tape I'm using. Here I use it to repair one spot where the paper is completely missing. I put a small piece on one side, then turn the paper over and use a piece on the other side. This reinforces the edge. Now I'm going to put some archival tape on this edge, and I'm using a piece of wax paper so it doesn't stick to the surface underneath quite so bad. And I put tape again. I'll put on both sides. And here I am removing that masking tape, and I use the electric eraser again to buzz off the adhesive. Now I'm looking to make sure I've got all the pages, and I'm going to tape them together using micropore tape. It's very flexible. Now I've got all the pages taped together, and I'm going to assemble them in order. Here's actually the outside spine, and there I have the book in order. Now I'm putting the score into its cover, and I'm going to clamp these edges down so that I can punch a hole to use in some stitch binding. Here's the needle which pulls the thread, And this is the method I'm used to bind this. Here's a little graphic to show exactly how it's done. You go in and out, back and forth. I punch 5 holes here, and when I come out, I tie the knot around the string, and that makes a firm binding. Then I'm going to cover up that string with some black cloth tape. And that's about it. The book is now together and with a few more years left in it. Thanks for watching.